Good day, and thank you for joining us on Keeping Hope Learning Up to Endurance. I'm your host, Marie Wolf, and today I am honored to have with me the chairman of the Charles County Democratic Central Committee, Lenny Proctor. Lenny, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today.
Thank you. I appreciate you inviting me, and to you and your audience. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Well, is it okay to call you Lenny, or do you prefer Mr. Proctor?
You call me either Lenny or Mr. Proctor, either or. Doesn't matter.
Sounds good. Well, Lenny, tell the audience a little bit about yourself and why you decided to run for office.
Okay, I'm oh, there's a lot to tell. All right, we got all night.
Hey, as long as you
um,
need.
yes, well, I'm from Maryland, Charles County, born and raised between the Southern Maryland area anyway, Prince George's and Charles County. I My family roots are with the Piscataway, Kanoi tribe as well. Um, I graduated from Lackey High School in Charles County on Indian Head. I joined the National Guard after graduation. Then I left there and went to regular Army, where I became a paratrooper and did my time in there. Had fun, enjoyed myself. Um, Got out, said it's time to make some changes. I seen a lot of things that were going on out here in the community that need to be changed. And I said, well, there's one way to do it is not just look at the table or stand around at the table. It's time for me to sit at the table and pick something out the menu and let them know if they don't have what I want on the menu, they need to put it on there and let them know that I am welcome at the table. So and then that's what I said. Well, you know what? Let me run. I can do all the talking all I want because I'm like everybody else. We're in the kitchen talking, living room talking, and we talking politics. And I say everything we do is politics, no matter what we do. Someone's making a decision for us, for our kids, for our parents, for us, our community. So I said it's time for me to step up and get involved. And then I said, let me start from the ground root.
Mm, Good, good. For those in our audience that don't know what the Charles County Democratic Central Committee, also known as the CDCC, is, can you expand on that a little?
Okay, it's basically the ground roots of in politics. Um, it's basically here in Charles County, we have 16 members. It's 8 males and 8 females. They will be coming up with a new one, a new boundary. For those that do not identify as either gender or non-gender. Um, so it has been gender balance at the voting box. And the main thing that we do is mainly, well, there's so many things that we do, but one of the main things is to support and endorse Democratic candidates for the general election as well as the national government election as well, which we do have one coming up in 22, which is your local election, which is very important. And then you have your federal one is 24. Um, we do try to raise money, do fundraisers to help these candidates for the campaign that's needed. In the primary, we really don't get too much involved in the primary, but we wait until after the people select and say, "Hey, these are the people that we want. This is the one we want." Um, so that's what we do. We do we do events in the community. Like we have one coming up. We got the National Night Out that's coming out. We also have that's usually in July. We have also the fair, which is a September 16th or something of that nature. It's 16th, I believe, September 16th, if they have it. And we have a little booth there that you can talk to us and communicate and volunteer. We also encourage qualified Democrats to seek office as well. So if you're interested and you want to run and you want to do something for your community, come see us, talk to us. We got 16 members, and I'll be more glad. I have no problem talking to you and helping you and guiding you along the way that you want to. So we do. We love to recruit new members to the party. So if you're on the fence and you're not sure, or if you were a Republican and you're not happy, come on over. Come on over to us with the Democrat Party, and we'll welcome you, and you can help support us. Um, we do social events and business and charitable events as well, and activities that comes about helping folks out, like with lifestyle and other little events that are around. Um, so yeah, basically that's one of the biggest. But the biggest thing is to get Democrats elected. That's one of our biggest things, and fight for our agenda for the people.
I see. Well, you mentioned something, and it's been in the news a lot lately in terms of the diverse ways of identifying people, whether it be in terms of their race or in terms of their gender. And so, growing up, I would say when we were growing up, I'm sure we're in the same age group, it was either male or female. But you were mentioning that now this is going to be an addition so that others that choose to be selected under a different variation don't feel left out, or they just don't feel like, society isn't seeing them as a whole as well.
Yes.
I see.
Yes. Basically, we want to bring everybody involved, and like I said, for the everybody has a right. Everybody has their opinion and wants something done for them. So we don't want to leave anybody out.
Good, good. The other thing over the last, I want to say, the last 10 or 11 years, diversity has been a big thing. And I do believe that, in Charles County alone, diversity has made many feats, and that there's a lot of history that's been made in Charles County, especially over the last 10 to, actually, I would say the last 10 to 12 years. Can you expand on that,
Mm.
especially within the election
Oh
side of
wow! See,
things?
well, like C.T. Wilson, one of the first delegates, African American delegates, 2011, I was a member. Edith Patterson, again, another one, long time. I think she was 2014, and the delegate.
Hmm.
First time, first late African American lady, and like I said, CT is the first African male. Then you
Hmm.
had the senator, Ellis, first of District 28, first first time senator. Then you have Senator Michael Jackson,
Hmm.
District 27A. Now he was appointed, but again, he was the first African American. He took over Mike Miller's. Mike Miller had 48 years in.
Wow.
Um, I'm sorry to say, and condolences to everyone, his family. He had he passed.
I'm sorry.
You have a great senator. Um, then you have like Troy Berry, again another what I say set the bar, may I say, or he broke the barrier of the first African American sheriff in Charles County in 2014, I believe that was. Then you had Reuben Collins, first African American president of the commissioner. Great, that would happen back 2018, around the same time I got elected as well. Um, so we have a lot of folks that are first timers that are really is doing a great job. Diversity, changing the changing the atmosphere. May I say, mixing it up a little bit to make sure the community is represented by everyone that lives in the community. So that's really a great thing. I think it's really awesome. Yeah, much more I can say. People are getting out to vote. I can elaborate a little bit about some of what they're doing, like the Senator Ellis and the delegates. which and Senator Michael as well, bring the light rail to Charles County, to Waldorf. Because we do need it, because when you're riding down in Waldorf on a Saturday or any day basically, but it's like a traffic jam and people sitting in traffic. And Alice has been pushing that very hard, and Deborah Davis been helping them out. She's another delegate as well. CT been helping them. Edith Patterson, as well as Susan Proctor, another delegate. She's with 27A. So and they're really doing awesome jobs. Really doing an awesome job trying to bring a park down here to Waldorf. Waldorf does not have a park yet, but that's in the making. That is one of the things in the making. And Senator L's been pushing like $3 million to the county, giving county money to the Post, which I am a member of American Legion of 170. I'm also a member of the DAV. So they're bringing money to the county, for the county, for the people, for the community. And hopefully we can work it out. And then, like I said, school board is very important. We need folks in the school board to make a big difference in the school system. The diversity that we have and the things that are happening, we should be doing a lot better than where we are. The numbers do not look good. And I really don't want to get into the numbers, to be honest with you, because I'm disappointed in some of those numbers. But I really would like to see more people get involved and run for school board and run for the committee, or run for what you can run for that's going to make a difference. So I would love to see that. And not just anyone. I want someone that's really dedicated and wants to see a change and make it happen. So I tell folks to educate themselves on who they want to vote for, and just don't vote just to be voting, but vote the best person that has your interests, and know the ones that you're voting for, because there are some folks that are just seat warmers, just sitting there and to get a name. So me personally, I would like to say, hey, get involved.
Well, speaking of getting involved and putting your money where your mouth is, I'll say this. You were elected in 2018, is that correct?
Yes, I was.
And that was just prior to the presidential election. And I will say
Yes.
this, I agree with you. We all have to make sure to do our research in terms of who we elect into certain positions. But again, I'll use the phrase putting your money where your mouth is. Since you've been elected, I've seen a lot of change. And tell me if this is correct or not, but I heard that, during the time frame that you're putting everyone together to support the Democratic Party prior to the presidential election, for the first time ever, you were able to bring together all of the Southern Maryland counties to work as one. United as one, in unity and in peace and in collaboration and in teamwork and in leadership, to make sure that the Democratic Party won the presidential election. Can you expand on that a little more? And also could confirm whether or not that's true that you did do that.
Yes, I did. I would like to say it was a team effort. Jeanette Flame from Calvert County, Shane Manley from St. Mary's. We reached out to each other and was talking about it. And then I reached out to them and see if they needed help. And then I reached out to Prince George's with Cheryl Landis, and I reached out to Athena Wilson of Anne Arundel County. I say, hey, if there's anything that we can do here in Charles County, that let us help. And likewise, they said the same thing. So we did do a caravan. We did two of them. We did one, and actually we did three, but we did the first one we did was on October 24th, and I was there in the beginning, but I had to leave. But they did a great one. Derek Leonard Lockhart took charge and did a great job. Him and Walter Carl, as well as the rest of the committee members, took up and did a great job riding from one side of 301 all the way up to Pondfield. Then I did another one. We did a caravan where we united all five um, counties. Ran from Charles County down to St. Mary's to Calvert to Anne Arundel to Prince George's, back down to Charles County without Biden and Harris flags and everything. It was great. We had a lot of folks. We had the Flaming Knights motorcycle riding with us. We had the horsemen. What's it called oh my goodness, please forgive me for this. Um, the Norton Horsemen. There you go. Motorcycle ministry. We had them riding with us as well. And out of Ebenezer, we had a few truck driver riding with us as well. We really got involved. We really made things happen, let folks know we're here. We ran around a while. But again, I would love to thank the community, because the community really made a big difference for those that jumped in and helped out, sign waving. You're talking about Betty Mudd, and I hope you don't mind me saying her name, but in the Mudd family, her daughter and her kids and husband. You had the Posey, Joe's a great man, and his wife, Shelly Posey, and their son Ryan. And I know I'm missing folks, and I don't mean to miss Pam Hawkins and Joseph Evans and his family. And there was a lot of folks that came out and helped out. Rhonda, she was from Upper Marlboro, actually, and helped out. And I don't mean to miss any names, but I just had to call a few of them on the top of my head that really came in. Carl McDonald out of Indian Head, when we had a sign, someone tore our sign up, that came and fixed the signs. And I know a lot of folks have known about that. And thanks for Teron Charles, the Charles County Matter, for his platform that he has, because that right there united a lot of us to let us know what was going on in the county. And from there, we knew what was going on when our signs were being destroyed, especially off of Bensville Road on a corner. And we had to fix it. Walter Carl and I and Derek Lockhart, and even John Posey helped us out. In Indian Head, when Carl McDonald and John Posey helped out. So there was great things. People in the community jumped in and helped out. We had sign waving from down Bell Out area, Newburgh, all the way up to Pinefield. So that whole 301 corridor. Then we had sign waving in 210. Definitely want to give a shout out to Northern Club with Greg Wearing. He was out there with 210, counting on him to do his thing for the Northern Club. So there are different clubs as well. But yes, that's what we did. The clubs joined. We had the 4th and 5th club, the districts that they were out of Cobb Island. You had the Northern Club out of Waldorf. You had the Western Club that's out of Waldorf. The African American Club, Mr. Gaylord as well, helped and donated as well. We had the Veterans Club, and we had the Young Dems that
So
that
you
helped
had
out.
a
So
multitude of not only just Maryland Democratic committees, but a great deal of the community that so many different groups and, clubs and churches and just, people that are well known in our community. You really, brought everybody together. And not only to say that, you've always had a visual presence since you've been elected. Sometimes if, I'd be out on the road and I'd be going from Pinefield, I guess that part of, Southern Maryland, all the way down to La Plata. And I'd see you out there with a group of people that, you were constantly, representing not only the Charles County Democratic Central Committee as the chairman and the leader, but you were also making sure that people were coming together as a team, showing the camaraderie and teamwork and leadership. So I appreciate that, because, you've definitely made a visual presence. And if I have seen you out there multiple times, and I don't like to go out a lot, and I have tunnel vision when I do, then I can only imagine others, within the community that have seen you out there and doing what you believe in, and that is supporting the party as a chairman and a leader. So again, I appreciate that very much. I always like to say that I'm a big fan of anyone who's a veteran. And majority of the political party are veterans. And you also are veterans. Is that not true, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So that also stands for the leadership.
And C.T. Wilson is a vet. Arthur Ellis is a vet as well. And like I said, we communicate and we work very well. And we're working on things for the veterans, for the county. We see a need, and we're going to definitely try to make it happen for the veterans.
Sounds good. Now, are there any, and you did mention that you have a lot of charitable events and things of that nature, that you've put together, that are put together through the Charles County Democratic Central Committee, but are there any that are coming up that maybe the community can once again come together and support?
Yes, we have an auction going on with this pandemic. We used to have a TKO dinner, which was a Truman Kennedy Obama dinner, but we didn't have it this year. But we're doing an auctioneer on auction to auction off things, and if you have something to donate to us to help raise money, because again, we do need to raise money during this time. And one of the site is, if you can go onto our site, the CCD, CC Charles County DIMS at .gov. You can donate money there, or as well as hit a link for the auction. Well, you want to go straight to the auction. It's called airauctioneer.com / CCDCC -auction. And you'll see some things that we have there for donations, books, different things, shot glasses, and things of that nature for folks to help raise money. More than welcome you to give as well, and also participate into it and take some, and hopefully you can find something that you like. If you want to contact us, and we have a number 301-818-2281, and we have an email ccdccweb@gmail.com. You can email us there as well, and you want to hit me directly is Lenny Proctor @hotmail.com. I am the chair, and I will definitely answer and get back with you as soon as I can, as much as I can. We do have a Facebook page, as well as a Twitter and a LinkedIn and a Instagram. Facebook is Charles County Democratic Central Committee. The Twitter is at Charles County Dems CC. The link is just Charles County Democratic Central Committee. And then our Instagram is at Charles COMD -Dems. And those are ways you can follow us as well to find out what's going on, what kind of events we got coming up.
Okay, great. Well, when President Barack Obama was elected as the first African American president, that was a moment where you saw many politicians, you saw many people within the community, you saw celebrities, you saw everybody, come to their knees in happiness, but also in tears, because in our lifetime, we never thought we would experience such a beautiful thing. And it wasn't just based on him being African American, it was based on him being a qualified person, African American, because I guess as our kids have grown, over time, within our generation and generations before us, and then, our children's generations. In the history books, you don't see certain things mentioned, like the first African American cowboys, or, things like that, are those down here in Charles County that made, great marks in society. But with that, it gives hope. It gives the youth, it gives others within our generation and the generation directly after ours, the opportunity to dream again, to say, okay, we have made the mark. And therefore, there are many additional marks to be made. And just as you mentioned in Charles County with the first African American politicians that were ever put into the positions down here with Delegate Wilson and Senator Arthur Ellis and, Commissioner Collins and Delegate Patterson. Those things give our youth an opportunity to dream. And also, I'm sorry, and Sheriff Troy Barrett, those, it gives them a chance to dream because now they figure, well, this has been done, the portal has been open. We don't have to be afraid to run for positions that we don't feel we'd ever be selected for. So, with that being said, and a lot of the youth that have witnessed these wonderful things over the last 10 to 12 years, are there any programs that you're familiar with that would assist the youth that are interested in getting into politics down here in Charles County?
Yeah, here in Charles County, we have a group called the Young Dems, up to the age of 35, actually.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Okay.
yes, they can join. They can contact me, and I can um, give them information to the young ladies in charge. I'm not so good with her name. Axa Shadid, I think her name is.
Okay.
A nice young lady, uh, really putting things together, making things happen. And she's even planning on running for something bigger. And I will help her out as much as I can. It goes for anybody that wants to run and make a change here in Charles County. So yes, they can join that organization. There are other little ones too, but to get started, they really want to learn more about politics. The young Dems, because they kind of work side to side with us, and a lot of these clubs and communities come to us, and we help guide them as best we can, and definitely help them out.
Okay, good, good. Now, so that's good. I think that's important for them to know because sometimes, you have a dream and you're graduating from high school and you're going to college, and in between that time frame, you're thinking, okay, I want to make change. I've seen other people make this change, but I have ideas too, and I want to implement them. So that will at least give them an opportunity to get, the knowledge of the ground rules if they do choose to move forward and running for a position in the future. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate you providing that information. Within your position, you've done a lot and you continue to do a lot. And I appreciate what you've done. I'm sure that many others in our community do as well. But can you expand? Because there are many different facets and variations to the leadership here in Charles County. We know about the delegates, we know about the commissioners, but can you expand on the commissioners that cover the districts down here? So we know that President Commissioner Reuben Collins, is the president commissioner. He's also made history in our county. But can you also expand on the others that represent the county as commissioners?
Yes, it's very important that there's 4 districts in Charles County. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. District 1 is Gilbert Bowling, and that's Cobb Island area. Then you have District 2, which is Thomasina Coast, that's the Indian Head, Bryan's Road, like part of Waldorf. And then you have District 3, which is Amanda Stewart. She has that Waldorf area. And then you have District 4, which is Bobby Rucci. Yeah, 3. He has more of that Hughesville, a little bit of Waldorf area to the toward the plate, I believe. And those are the districts that you want to pay attention to. Those are your commissioners. You want to definitely get involved. They have questions. They have town hall meetings. They do a lot of things for the county. They get a lot of money. So, and you need to be heard, and you want to be heard. Those are the people you want to talk to, and let them know that, hey, I need this to be done. You also have your delegates. Like I said, Delegate Edith Patterson, Delegate Deborah Davis, and Delegate C.T. Wilson, as well as Delegate Susan Proctor, she is 27A. And the other 3 are with 28. And then you have Michael Jackson, which is 27A, which covers Charles County, Prince George's, and Calvert. He has 3 other counties, part of Charles County as well. So those are the folks that if you need help, and you got Senator Ellis as well. He is 28, and he's doing a great job, fantastic job. And you have a concern, he's there. He's giving out he's bringing money for scholarships. To help people with their kids getting to school. I mean, he's just doing so much. He's doing such a great job. Um, so if there's anything I can do to help you, please, like I said, reach out, and I'll be more than glad to help you out. Another like the community, Chef Kendall, very supportive. Um, and you ever had his food? It's great. It's 5 stars. Okay, Chef Kendall. He was at Middleton Hall. He's
Okay.
moving to another location. He's moving to another location. So look forward to it because whenever he opens that thing up, it's going to be awesome. And I tell everyone, please go there because you won't be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. It is a 5 star restaurant. Yeah, that's basically some of the stuff there.
I agree with you. He was the chef for my best friend's wedding, and I'm for the reception, and I'm telling you, it was beautiful. It was elegant. It was laid out, and it was just a really beautiful experience. So I agree with that. I totally agree with that. And I can say that as a witness, from first experience.
Another thing about him, he used local supplies, local food, and
Oh
everything.
wow.
Everything here in the Southern Maryland area. That's what's even awesome because he brings back to the community. He takes from the community and give back to the community. So basically, you want your corn, your tomatoes, whatever.
Mhm.
It's from the community of Southern Maryland. He does such a great job. Really does.
And that's important. We don't support our communities sometimes, not that we don't want to, but for convenience sake, we don't we're unable to. But the thing too that you mentioned is very important, to support our local farmers are definitely there for us, and we definitely need to support them. Some of the best honey that I've ever purchased has been from local farmers in our area, so we have some really good farms out here and really good products. So thank you for bringing that up. um, Within your position, you've mentioned many things that you would like to see, and many things that you've witnessed, and many things that you've done. But personally, what are some additional ways that you'd like to further inspire and educate the community now and in the future?
I would love to inspire them to, like I said, educate themselves and get out the vote, get out and do things for the community. Make a change. Find their interest, find their niche, and run with it. I would love to see more of that. I've heard people say, "Oh no, people in Charles County ain't doing nothing." No, there are a lot of folks in Charles County. They remind me of James Brown when he says, "Show me the door, and I'll open myself." And there's a lot of folks like I am. You show me the door, I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open it, and when I open it, I'm coming full blast. And those that know me knows, because there were a lot of folks that behind me told me they were wrong. Um, and then I was one of those on the air, like they ain't ready for me, you know. And since I did, and I ran, and I'm like, hey, let's make it happen. I'm gonna make Charles County just as big as Montgomery County, PG County. When you think of Maryland, I want you to think of Charles County. Charles County is the county, to me, the number one county around. We like that diamond in the rough.
Mhm.
There's so much in Charles County, so much, and we can do it. We can make it happen. So I want to inspire folks to come on out, participate, volunteer. If you have the time, run for office. If you're retired or you just want to do something different and make a change in the community, do it. Start off with again, this Democratic Central Committee. Start off at the school board level. Um, those are two great levels. Or even we even have clubs that you can join. Join the clubs. They were That's another great way of starting and getting to know what's going on, getting the word of Charles County. So there's so much to do, and I would tell anybody, If you want to do it, please do. If you need any help, hey, I'm here. You can contact me, like I said, through email or phone number, 301 or Lenny Proctor at hotmail.com.
Wow,
So,
thank you.
yes, I would definitely. Mhm.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Proctor. Thank you, Lenny. You know, thank you for the learning experience you provide today. You provided a lot of history, that some of our audience may or may not have known, which is very important to know. You've also given a lot of inspiration and hope to those who, didn't think there was a way for them to, participate within the community or to run for office in the future. So I appreciate that. More than you know. What is the main message you want the listeners to take away from today's interview?
Pay attention who you vote for. Please pay attention to who you vote for. Educate yourself in this voting power, because that's power that you have, and your vote do count. Don't let anyone tell you that it does not. I would tell you this: if it didn't count, they wouldn't try so hard to make it hard for you to vote. Like you heard that old saying, it's easier to get a gun license than it is to register to vote, and that's a shame. If you can get a gun license and and it's hard for you to vote, that's telling you something, folks. So the numbers count. Your number, you do count. You make a difference. Please, if there's anything you take out of it, if you don't want to run for office, if you just want to sit back and do nothing but talk about it, but you do want to vote, please vote. Get to know the candidates. Like I said, there's a lot of folks that move to Charles County to make Charles County even bigger and better. But there are some folks in Charles County that are not looking for the interests of Charles County. Again, I am a Charles County resident. I'm from Charles County, and on this committee, it's only me and probably one other person that is actually from Charles County.
Oh, wow.
Uh, yeah, out of 16 members, I was born in La Plata, Maryland, at the hospital. Okay, so and then someone else was as well. So out of the 16 members, a lot of the other folks, and I'm not saying that they wouldn't do a good job, but I'm saying that some folks have a different agenda. Charles County, and I'm not trying to put bad things out. I just want you to educate yourself because it do make a difference. It makes a big difference when you have someone that's here from Charles County that really wants to make Charles County better, or for someone that moves to Charles County and wants and see the potential that Charles County can do, because we're no longer under that old boy system. We're definitely moving away from it. And those that know, that's here from Charles County forever, knows exactly what I mean. There
Hmm.
was an old system that they had, and now it's time to get away from that clique. Diversity is in there, men, women, all different races. Please run. I'll tell you, and again, and please vote. So my main mission and message to anyone is to vote. Educate yourself to vote, and that's what I did notice too when I this central committee here. Let's put it this way, and I actually had a group of folks that actually went out to do some things. We actually got people involved to vote that wasn't voting. There were people that never voted for 50, 60 years. And since we got involved and got them involved, they're their first time voters,
Wow.
which is great. You know, and I seen that, and people told me, it's like, hey, Lenny, I ain't gonna lie to you, I wasn't gonna vote until I seen you out here and you talked to me, as well as some other folks on the committee, and we actually got them to vote. And that's one of our things to do, is help you get registered to vote.
Wow. Well, Lenny, keep up the good work. You're doing a great job. And, I appreciate you. And I know, everyone in the community does as well. So thank you so much for the candid interview today. And I, hope to see you on the show again soon.
Yeah, thank you. And you're doing a great job for the community and the businesses. And you keep up the good work. You keep going it. You are one of those, what they say, one of the African American women that are doing great. And I would like to see you do even better because you can.
Wow. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
And thank you and your audience for inviting me and listening to me.
Thank you. Have a great evening.